Hello everyone, my name is Dean. So welcome back to Technical Sunday, episode 4. So let's get back to our charts. I want to show you that there's a few interesting pair, which is we have euro dollar, GBP pound, pound dollar, and AUD GPY, and also gold as well. So back to our previous analysis, we mentioned that we have a high probably set up on the buyers, right, for euro dollar. So let's see on the weekly closure, we can see we have a great red rejection candle pushing down below at a 1.13 handle. So this previously 1.13 key levels is also have been tested for so many times on support, resistance, has been changing from time to time from resistance to support, support to resistance. So let's go to our daily candle. Right, on this Friday candle, we do not have so much movement due to Good Friday holidays occurs on so many countries. So we only can see there is a slightly movement. But on the back on Thursday candle, we can see we have a strong engulfing candle, right? A strong Marabuzu candle that is pushing downside below the 1.13 handle. As we can see in the smaller time frame. Right, we can see here previously we were at around this level. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Right, we can see we have a short retracement on the uptrend, where we can see all started from here with the inverted head and shoulder. We have a retest, and then we have a higher high. But soon, due to on around Wednesday to Thursday market, price seems to cannot hold above 1.13 level, as we can see over here, and started to push even downside more aggressively. As you guys know, to those that already has been experienced trading in whether in stock market or whether in the forex trading market, bears always come faster compared to the bulls market, as bulls have to take time from staircase to staircase to climb even higher. But for bears market, it's always so instant, always show shorter time, and we can see we already have from the 1.13 level, we have a full downside movement already up to 60 pips from the current price at the movement just in a single day. Alright, so we can see here in the uptrend, short-term uptrend line over here, in the inner uptrend line, we can see we have a multiple tears and so on. However, on the previous Thursday market, we can see there is a strong breakthrough below 1.28, which is the previous support as well, right? Push down below, and then we have a slightly retrace back to 1.125 level, which is at the previous inverted head and shoulder neckline. So this telling me is that actually selling pressure is actually a lot. It's too much, right? It's much more greater compared to the buyers here. So what we're going to see here is we're going to see in a shorter time frame where we can see there's a strong downside push right below the 1.125 level. As you can see here, bears is actually stronger compared to the bulls. So what I'm going to see here, what I'm going to expect here is price may have a more downside push toward this ascending channel right here. So let's say if the price managed to have reversed from here, we can see the whole rally up to the upside again one more time. But however, if we do see any break below this ascending channel right here, right over here, we can see we will see a more downside movement for the euro dollar. However, for now, I'm still not gonna make any entry at the moment. Actually, previously, I think it's around on the Wednesday market, I did manage to enter short over here, 1.13 level, which I'm going to show you in my account. Right in here, we can see any euro dollar. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here we can see the all history. We can see, right. So the euro dollar movement that I caught was at around 1.13 level. So you guys can see over here, I have two opposition here. size position, sorry. So we can see here I sold at 0.8 lot and 1 lot at nearby the 1.13, at 1.13 region. So as mentioned, I did manage to enter short over here after seeing a price rejected from the 1.13 region. After that, we can see a so fast movement, right? We have almost about 60 pip downside movement. Well, I did manage to close my profit at around 30 pips after the closure, because I do not want to hold more risk to this position. Alright, so my stop loss was just around here, my TP is around here, but after a few more hours, you can see there is more 40 pips movement to the downside, right? So what I'm gonna speculate here is I'm gonna wait for the Fibonacci to come in. So what I'm gonna do right now is, we're gonna take from the first candle. Oops, sorry, wrong indicator. Right. So I assume that it's gonna come down again, right, for the next week market, because we still haven't seen any retest on the broken trend line. So what I'm gonna assume is price may have to retrace back up to 61.8 or 70.6 before we can see more down push, right, for this Euro USD. So far this is my Euro USD analysis. I do not want to sell at any of this area at the moment. I don't want to have this habit of fear of missing out. So let's see if we can have the price to have a slightly retrace back to 61.8 before we can see a more downside push, so we can collect all the pips, right? So let's move on to our pound dollar. As mentioned on our previous analysis episode, we were waiting for this break on the daily pennant, right? On here you can see we have a triangle over here where we can see we have our first high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then however the lows will be only maintaining at the great support, which is at 1.3 region right here. However, on the Thursday market, as you can see here on the daily candle, we can see we have a strong Marubozu candle break below at the support level, which is 1.13, has broken up, and then we have a Friday market, we have a slightly retest at the 1.13 region, right, which is like I mentioned, we have a good Friday, so the market does not have a very big movement during the Friday market. However, we can see here after the Thursday market, we have a strong close below 1.13 level, and we have a slightly retrace back to the 1.13 level before continuing downfall. I did manage to enter short level, where we can see in my account. I'm currently still holding on my GBP pound. Where is it? Okay, it's not here. One moment. So we can see that I'm still holding a sell position at the 1.13 level, stop loss just about 20 pips. So as mentioned, after the break, right, for this type of trade, usually it will have a very big movement, either break on the downside or break on the upside. So in this scenario, we have a break on the downside, right? Do not be too excited, because anyway it still can be a false breakout. So for the moment, I would like to grab the opportunity that has been given, which is break below 1.13 level and have a retest on the Friday market, which I managed to enter sell over here. So what I'm going to assume here is, from what I see here, you can see here overall we have a great trending for about 3 months, right? And now decided to have on April, we decided to have a break below, and this break below is a strong this candle right here indicates a strong pressure. Yeah, it's a Marubozu candle. We have a full downfall without any retrace during the first 12 hours candle. Okay, so what I'm going to speculate from here is, after a downfall we have a retest, so what I'm going to see is So where to take this type of take profit is, what we can usually do is we can actually measure the height, right, from the support. Okay, just one moment. So what we can do here is very simple. We can measure from the first to the second here, which is the mouth of the area. Right, we have the highest and then we have the lowest. What we can do is duplicate clone. Right, in here you can see we have the same length as the previous, the high and the lows. So what we can do here, we can duplicate. So this area could be the most could be the next potential TP area. One moment, guys. Just one moment. Right. So we can see from 1.13 to 1.26 we have about 400 pips, guys. 400 pips of movement. So in points we have about 4,000 points. So let's say if you're going to open one lot, right, you're going to earn about 4,000 US dollar. If you want to play a lower risk, you can try open 0.1, which you can have about total accumulate $400, right? And then for 0.01, you can, of course, you can earn about $40. So based on your account, play with the risk reward that you're going to play. As for me, I have 20 pip stop loss, just right above the 1.3 level. And then overall target, I'm going to cut down into a very few positions. Let's say if the price already hit 200 pips, I'm going to close half of my position and then let it flow up to 1.26 region right here. So this is the ultimate goal after we have a great breakout, a good breakout from this 1.13 level, and after been trending in the ranging market for almost about 3 months. So this is definitely a good setup right here for pound dollar. So let's move on to AUD JPY. So as mentioned as in our previous analysis video, we do wait for the retest before we can see a higher push for AUD JPY at the moment. Right, so in here, let's say we look in the weekly candle. Previously we can see we have a strong push on the weekly, push above the 79.6 region, and then on this week candle we can see we have a slightly retracement over here, right? So let's go back to our daily candle where we can see in the previous trade we can see we have a first low, and then we have a higher low, and then we have a higher high, higher low, and higher high, and so on. And now price since been stalled, looks like has been stalling at this trend line right here at the moment. However, most of the people can start entering right now either a buy position at here, hoping it was a fake breakout. As you can see here, we have a small minor support right here, which I'm not interested in. This pair one is going to interest me is, okay, I do not mind if the price managed to break the uptrend line here to have a small retest at the 79.6 region. So what I'm going to do here for this pair, I'm going to wait for the pair to have a full retracement, right, up to this 79.6 region before going even higher. So for the moment right now we can see we have a break, right? Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see more clearer. So what we can see here is we have on the Friday market, as I mentioned, everywhere is holiday, right, due to Good Friday. So this movement right here actually does not concern me, as due to the lack of volatility of the market. Right, so we can see we have break below the trend line here. So still does not interest me at the moment. So what I'm going to do is wait for the price to come even lower, 79.6 region, and let's see if we do have any reversal candle that is going to show me some signal that buyers is coming in again at the 79.6 region. So let's say if we do see any price action over here, we can see a higher movement towards the upside. So let's see how this pair is going to play out in the future. I mean, in the next week, by the way. So let's say if we do see any sign of bullish price action over here, we can see mirror resistance, which is at the previous high. After broken this level, we can see a price move towards to even higher level, which is around 82 region here. So greatest TP, it will be 82. First TP will be at the previous high, which is around 80.7 region, right? So I'm going to wait for a buy position at the 79.6 region. So let's move on to gold, which is one of my favorite setup as well. As mentioned previously, we were looking for a up down movement, right? So however, on the Thursday market, we can see a strong closure below the pennant, right around this triangle over here. Where previously we can see we have a higher high, the first high, higher low, and higher low, which is our lows remain at the support level here, which is 1.80. However, we can say that in our previous episode, we did mention after a closure below this pennant right here and a closure below 1.180, well, 1280 is our confirmation that price is coming into a downtrend. So what I'm going to expect here is to wait for the price to have a retest at the 1.80 region, which is around here, for continued downside movement again. Price did have a retrace after a strong bearish movement, but however it still did not match to the 1.1280 region. So for me, I did manage to enter sell gold at the moment. The entry is not so sniperish, but however I'm still believe on the risk reward right here, where I did manage to enter short position after a retest nearby the 180 region, 1280 region, right? So it's supposed to be around here. I did manage to enter short position here after I see a rejection candle, and then I did manage to enter another position after I see a closure right here. However, now we can see, because during the Friday market it does not have so much movement, Friday market gold also did close on the market, where the Thursday market we can see have a slight where we can see we have a retracement going on. So if we do use a smaller time frame here, right from the highs below lows, so price seems to have after have a strong bearish movement, we have been stalling for a while. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to expect here is price may have touched again 1280 region. From here, I think it will be ranging for 1 to 2 days, up down, right? I think you're gonna have what you call that? A sideways market for at least couple more days. Sorry. Before, oh my god. Sorry. So before going even lower. So any retest on the 1280 level, I will continue adding position for selling to look for even downside movement after breakout from this box right here. So that is for all. So I'm going to have a slightly reminder again. Euro dollar, we're going to look for short after we have a retracement on the 61.8 or 78.6 level before we continue the downside movement. As for pound dollar, as I mentioned, 1.13 region is used to be one of the greatest, one of the good major support level. However, on the Thursday market, we have a good closure below this level, and on the Friday we have a good retest. So I do not mind to sell it over right here, and then like I said, we have about 400 pips target for the pound dollar. As for AUD JPY, we're gonna wait for a lower price, which is at 79.6 region, before it going even higher, right? And for gold, like I mentioned earlier, I think the price still gonna have a more slightly trade a sideways market before continue even lower. So it's not gonna surprise me going to make my position to affect me, as now I have a two position selling position here. Let's say if we have a higher price which is at nearby 1.280 region, I do not mind to enter more sell position right here, right? So overall we have a 3 sellers going to coming in, and then we have 1 buy for AUD JPY. So let's see how this market is going to perform for our next coming trade. We will update you more in our Telegram channel, see any more upcoming update on the next movement. So thank you guys for tuning in. So let's see you guys again for our next week episode. Thank you so much.